Welcome to the Wager Makers Podcast with Webb and Schmidt.
Brick by brick, baby. I'm freaking out, Webb.
I was told there'd be no man. Stupidity's going to be an asset. What a bunch of crybabies.
Hey guys, it's Devin. Make sure you subscribe to the Wager Makers Podcast on YouTube, like all their videos, and click that bell so that you turn on your post notifications and you never miss another video. Hey guys, it's Devin. Make sure you subscribe to the Wager Makers Podcast on YouTube, like all their videos, and click that bell so that you turn on your post notifications and you never miss another video.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve Smith. That's Rob Weber. Say hey, Webb.
Hello. What's up, Smith?
What's up? That's Webb. I'm Smith. We are the Wager Makers, and this is the closest I've gotten to having the original spiel, I say, as we start this whole thing so far. So what's up? Hey, I see Glitch Buttons out there. He's number one. He's first
number one.
There is no prize other than you get the first. You get the first shout out. Yep. Scott Wheatley, what's up, my brother?
What's
He's
happening,
there
man?
too. Yep. So we're going to show the comments on the stage, and then I'll highlight them as they go. Big show tonight, Webb. We got a couple things we want to talk about going in. First big week in the NFL is now behind us. There was a few things we kind of expected, a lot of surprises as usual. College football, we're now into it. You know, we got the little. Each team has had a decent game and a pansy game. So far. So we got a couple big games this week.
I'm heating up too, Smith. I'm heating up. I said I'm heating up.
Dude, I'll give you this. You had a nice week. We're gonna be we'll get into that. Yeah, I think I had you at 4-2 in the pros and 4-2 in the college. That's solid picking any day of the week.
Sure,
anybody take that. We take that all the time.
And
mine were not so good. But hey, that's the way it goes.
Yep.
So Webb, what do you have any big any big takeaways from last week's events or anything you want to talk about last week's games in particular?
I mean, we can get into it probably when we start talking about our picks, but I mean, the Dolphins, I don't know if they're a NFL secondary or even a defense. I'm not sure what's going on down there, what the plan is. Besides from that, everything kind of, I mean, the Parsons thing looks like it really helped Green Bay. I mean, I think Dallas will be the same with or without him. I think they're a fringe playoff team, but I think he's really going to help Green Bay. It looked like it last night and even in that first game.
It seems like Green Bay's got a lot of pieces and had a lot of pieces already.
Right.
And that might be that one little extra piece of the puzzle that kind of puts them over the top. Of course, we're talking it's Friday morning. They're the only team 2-0. So of course they're looking really good right now. Both games are at home, but they certainly they look good. Love is an up and coming star quarterback. You can say that. And certain, one of the new, but I think we say that about Daniel too. But he didn't look too hot last night. But I think that shows that Green Bay's defense, even without Parsons, was going to be pretty good. And now they're even that much better.
Yeah, I mean they're young and talented across the board. They even got that dude hurt, the receiver. He's good. They just gave him an extension, even though he's on the IR. They let Jair, whatever his name, Alexander go, the cornerback who was freaking good, but he's always hurt. They let him go, and they're not. They look like they're not missing a beat. LaFleur is a good coach, I think, too.
Yep. And then you talking about the Dolphins, how bad it was, but what about your Danny Dimes boy? I mean, like I don't know what's going on out there, but I think this was like the first quarterback ever who scored on every possession of every time he touched the ball or something in the entire game. Some kind of crazy stat.
And I think he started out real bad. Like he made a turn and he got just flattened on very early in the game. But I think that's more of a function of how bad the Dolphins are. I mean,
right.
It was hard to watch. Yeah. And it's funny. I think their best cornerback is Storm Duck, like Scott says here, and he's out. So,
yep. So we'll see. Only time will tell whether these teams were had a bad day, had a bad week, or had a good day, had a good week, but we'll see what happens. Webb, we can go right to last week's picks. We can talk about a couple of the games here from last week just to get into what we're doing. We'll start with the good. We can start with the good. That's Webb's picks last week.
Yep.
It didn't start out great, Webb.
No.
Over Louisville and Maryland. Yep. I think those both both losers.
Yes,
I think
Maryland
those were both
didn't cover. Yeah,
those were like the Thursday or Friday night games
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
that was. And then, but then get into Illinois covered.
yeah.
There's the picks there. Rutgers whooped
covered.
up.
Yeah,
Memphis covered.
Memphis
and
is
BYU.
big good to me, man. BYU, that was easy. Yeah,
BYU. So there's 4-2 in college.
yeah.
4-2 in college. We're gonna go give you one of these. We're gonna give you one of these actions. We'll give you a little intense applause. That's we got to do better than that.
Sounds like rain.
We got
Making
laugh,
it
we got
rain.
drum rolls. Yeah, that was like golf clap. That was golf clap. I'm gonna work on that a little bit better.
Get on that.
We got like train whistles. We got loud boos, but that will be coming up in a minute. All right. In the NFL, Webb, it was looking good Thursday night. That's all we were like. Oh man. It was. I think they scored like 27 points in the first half. It was like 14-13. We're like, oh man, we got the over. That's easy. They need like 14 points.
Yep.
No problem. And then I kind of talked you into taking the Cowboys with the whole teams don't know they suck yet speech I had last week. But then all of a sudden they come out the third quarter and guess what? You get
nothing.
You get the rain delay, the dreaded rain delay in a football game.
It's even bad. Any rain delay is not good. Any type of delay, I want to come off the game. I don't want to be on it. Even before a game starts, I don't want anything to do with it.
Unbelievable. So yeah, I know when we're watching baseball and you see a rain delay or a rain stoppage or whatever. We're like, oh, there goes the pick. Your pitcher's messed up. Everything that you relied on to make the pick that day is gone.
It's out the window.
It's out the window.
Yep.
So we're rolling. The 3 points scored in the second half.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I was feeling pretty good about myself. I said, oh yeah, with the whole Cowboys are going to play them tough. They did. By all means, shit. If CeeDee Lamb catches a couple passes in the second half, they probably win the game. Be honest.
I mean, if he catches, even a select, maybe one, they would have been okay. But I mean, they didn't score in the second half and only 3 for the Eagles. It's good as a Cowboy fan. The defense looked good, and the Cowboys looked, definitely legit or whatever with the new first-time head coach and no Parsons. But I'll tell you what, if we were on the under, that shit ain't never happening. CeeDee Lamb makes every catch and runs to the end zone every time.
Yep. And if it wasn't on my fantasy team, that's why I probably blame myself.
It's definitely your fault.
I probably cost us. Then you had the Jaguars. Sunday, Webb, they played well. I don't know. We'll see this week maybe if they're pretty good or if the Panthers are really bad. I think the Panthers might also be very bad.
They did not look good, but I think they played well. I mean, I think the defense played well, which is kind of a switch.
Yep.
And then we talked about a lot of these guys. If they're ever going to be good, now is the time. And we could throw Trevor Lawrence right in there at the top of that list probably. So We'll see.
All right. You had the Cards. They put it on my Saints. Saints hung tough. We can get into that. I'll talk about the Saints a little bit. Just Rattler had the fucking pass in the end zone at the end of the game. I don't know if you saw that. Dude, it was tough catch. Would have been a tough catch. Would have been nice for him to come down with, end up with a win. Find a way to win the first game. I got big issues with the handling of Rattler at this point. To me, if you're gonna start the dude, let's let him play at this point. Don't wait till they're down 10 points to start opening up the offense. Mm-hmm. Rattler played well. He didn't make any mistakes, but I've been hearing I got 7 games of losses of Saints fans telling me, well, it's not Rattler's fault. It's not Rattler's fault. Right. He didn't make a mistake. Well, guess what else he didn't do? He didn't win a fucking game.
Well, yeah.
But let's not wait till they're 0-5 to let him play. Like he played well. Let the kid fucking play. Let him do his thing. When they were in the 2-minute offense, he was doing fine. He moved them down the field a couple times for scores. Let's let go of the reins. Let's play football. Let's give him a few fucking starts. Let's find out what happens. You can't hold the kid back the whole fucking forever. Let's play football. Let's play to win. Play to win. Play to win the game.
What's the point of holding them back? I mean, you're playing not to lose. You're going to get fucked just like you got fucked in the game. You were in the game. Take a shot. I mean, you got to find out. You got to find out.
There was a point at the end of the half when it was an obvious situation where the other team had the ball, but they're out in scoring range. It was an obvious situation where a team would usually call timeouts to make sure that you would get a chance to get the ball back with a minute left or whatever. and they just let it run. There's only one reason.
Yeah.
There's only one reason you let that happen. And that's because you're like, well, we're okay going into halftime down by a score, and we're not going to put him out there again to try and do something and end up being down by 2 scores before we go into halftime.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you let the clock run out.
That's
so
a tough
it's
way
time.
to play.
It's time. Kellen Moore, let the dude play. You picked him to be the guy. Let him play football. And if he can play, great. He played well. I have no complaints about how he played, but also you're holding them back from having a chance to win. Now we've seen 7 games of, well, he didn't lose the game for us. Well, guess what? He didn't fucking game for us either.
Well, that's a direct, Scott, it's Kellen Moore's first game, but that's very anti-Kellen Moore. That was that's why they got him out of Dallas as the OC, because he wouldn't play that type of game. He would always push the envelope and not, play whatever complimentary football or whatever you call it. So I think that will change, especially since the outcome didn't,
Right.
So we'll see.
They were close. And look, if you looked at this game on paper a week ago, you said, man, the Saints are going to get smoked by San Francisco at home this week. But with the injuries, maybe they got a shot.
I agree with that.
Let's see. So you had the Jags, Cards, Packers. Then they look good. Like we said, that was a week ago. So now we're even one more game in, and they look good. And we posted yesterday on Facebook and Twitter and all, Facebook and Instagram and all that Webb took the Packers last night, and I took Washington. So that's another really L for me. The over and the Bills, that was looking rough for a while, but man, they just went fireworks later on.
Unbelievable.
Later on the game.
It sucks though. We're old now. I can't watch. I can't make it to the end of the fucking game. I got to check the phone first thing when I wake up. So
Fortunately, I'm in the Central time zone, so they start at 7. They're over at 11, 12. I remember, as a kid in New Jersey, the night game, your parents made you go to bed. You can't even watch it. I missed a lot of great finishes in Monday night football games because I had to go to bed.
Big Bill and Agnes's fault.
Yeah. So and then the Bears, dominate. The Bears dominate for 3+ quarters, maybe.
Yep.
And let me tell you this, Webb. Can I tell you how great it was? I had the Bears.
Yep.
But all of a sudden on the sideline, I see an old familiar face there, Webb.
Okay.
And as the Bears are getting picked apart on defense after winning the whole game, old Dennis Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Is on the sideline for the damn Bears. Is there nobody else?
No.
Is there nobody else for these jobs, Webb?
And he was singing the praises.
As a head coach, is 26-53 is his record. And then they keep telling me, well, he's a really good coordinator. He really had some good. The Saints have never had a dominating fucking D. If the Saints are in the top 10 in D while he was here, that was good. You know what I mean? Like when Sean Payton, the Sean Payton era that brought him in, if the Saints were all the Saints had to do was compete on defense. To be considered good.
Yep.
They were never good.
No,
they were just better than other Saints defenses.
When did he get the job?
Other times.
When did he get the job with the Raiders? Even then, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
And then he gets another chance to be a head coaching job. He gets picked up right away.
Right, that's
as a defensive coordinator.
Never understand why you proved you can't do it, and then they give you another job. I'm talking about the head coaching thing, and then I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, so
I'm the fucking moron.
No, fuck that. If you're a sucky coach is a sucky coach. I don't care what the fuck. The Saints, the under him was never great. They were okay. There was times they were better than they did. When there was times the Saints would win with suck defense, and there was times when Dennis Allen was the defense coordinator. They didn't quite suck as bad. That's what they were.
Right.
They were like, man, the Saints D is pretty good this year. Pretty good. They're better than suck.
Yeah, they're okay. Right. Yeah.
Right. Middle of the road.
Yeah.
So that makes so they win because they got Drew Brees and the boys.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So, I was so surprised. And then all of a sudden I'm rooting against myself. Good job by the Michigan quarterback that's on the Minnesota now. McCarthy, McGuire, McNamara, whatever the fuck, JJ, something fucking shit.
McCarthy.
And but I was a little apprehensive about what he'd be as a pro. And still, we got a long way to go.
Yeah,
but certainly, dude stepped up in the fourth quarter and made plays, and fucking team rallied around him, and all the things you're looking for out of the young guy. That's what he did.
And they were singing your boys' praises in the first half. They're like, this Dennis
Oh.
Allen been around. Look at this guy, this Dennis Allen defense. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, and sucking Caleb Williams' ass. The
Oh.
whole fucking both of them, you know. So, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's a bad player. I just think that, man, they were, the Bears. Well, the Bears were shutting them down. Oh, the Bears. Oh, Dennis Allen now. He's a defensive fucking genius.
Right. He's born to do it.
Yeah. And then you let a first-time starter fucking go all up and down the fucking field on your ass when it matters the most.
Right.
Standing there like this.
Yeah.
Fucking standing there. All right. That's my little rant about that. Sorry, son bitch. All right. Oh, I got one more thing about that game, too. Hey, new head coaches. Ben Johnson, you're new. You're offensive guy, offensive genius.
Yeah.
Field goals in the first quarter matter. Guys, field goals in the first quarter matter. They dominated that fucking game and came away time and time again with no points. Now, they missed a field goal. They did miss the field goal, so I can't blame them for that. But one of the first ones, they could have been up like 13-3 or something like that instead of 7-3 for like a long-ass fucking time.
Yeah, and what's the difference? I mean, that's just all bullshit analytics. I mean, that's
right.
It's fucking stupid. There you go.
It's 4th and 3 on a 30. You can go up by 2 scores. Go up by 2 scores.
Right. It's not right. Right. Is your team so good, so proven that you got this?
Right. Or you have that little faith in Dennis Allen. Like, man, we need touchdowns on every fucking possession.
Right.
Like
But
early in the game, the field goals matter.
Sure.
Field goals matter in the NFL. This game, the rules are perfect. You know, a touchdown plus 1 is 7. A field goal is worth just a little less than half of that.
Yeah.
It's fucking good, man.
Perfect.
But that matters.
Smart.
It fucking matters. Damn. Then all of a sudden, when they're scrambling to catch you in the fucking fourth quarter, you're up by 13 instead of 10.
Yeah. Or whatever, mate. You're up by 9 instead of 8 or whatever the number is. You put more pressure on them. Maybe I don't want to defend him, so never mind.
Fucking dude. It's his dog Eddie's birthday.
We love Eddie, man.
Hey, Eddie, what's up, Eddie?
Machete. He's a big favorite in the Weber household. We love Eddie.
What's up, Eddie? All right. So that was the good. And I need to work on a better applause for you, Webb. 4-2 in college.
You better get it going, dude, because I applause all the way in. Let's go.
I mean, we need a
no more boo. You can get rid of that boo button. Now you save that shit for yourself.
Well, the boo coming. The boo is coming. It's coming. It's a pretty good boo. Pretty solid boo. They're not saying deuce. They're not saying
right. They're not saying
some other name that sounds like boo.
Right.
They're saying boo.
Coop. They're not saying coop.
No, none of that. None of that. So here's Smith's picks for last week, and it was a brutal day, Webb. It was a brutal day. I that's a different. I'm not fast enough yet. It's a different screen. I got to go to. All right. Arch Manning. Come on, bro.
I think we're still waiting, right?
I mean, I can tell you this. I think Shedeur Sanders would be taking a lot more heat at this point after 2 games than Arch Manning. Look, they won the game by 30. They won the game by 31. But it was not a dominating 31. There was like a point in the game in the second quarter, I think, where it was like 7-0, where it was nothing, or maybe 7-0.
Yeah.
And then Arch hit a long pass, which was like a 20-yard pass that the dude took at the distance, 80 yards.
Right,
it wasn't a long pass. But then there was 3 straight possessions that San Jose State turned over the ball and in good field position. And then next thing you know, it was 21-28 to nothing or 28-7.
Right.
But then they let them score a few times, and then Arch really didn't do shit the rest of the day.
He doesn't look comfortable or smooth. I mean, it's funny. Like I said last week, we had him against Ohio State. And Reed was texting me. He's like, is this dude even good? I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
You know?
And it didn't, we thought, my thinking, like I talked about last week, was that, man, they're gonna roll. This is gonna be like a practice game for him. They're gonna let him open it up, and it was just like
everything was brick by brick. It wasn't smooth. It wasn't. Right. I mean, like
perhaps the team had a little hangover after the last one, but after that one, you want to come out looking sharp.
No doubt.
San Jose State, you should be rolling. So that didn't happen. And of course, I will talk about this a little bit today too. if my team needs a touchdown and no reason touchdown to win a game, they're taking a knee. When it's the other way around, I had Kansas. I had Kansas plus 6.5. They were winning or even entire fucking game.
Yeah.
Entire fucking game. Missouri gets the ball up by like a field goal or something like that with a minute left, and they're about a play from taking a knee.
Yeah.
About a play from taking a knee, and dude busts it down the sideline for a fucking touchdown. Unbelievable. That if that happens to be constant. If I need Texas to bust one, no. If I need Missouri to just take a knee, no. Over Penn State, loser. They scored a lot again, but it wasn't like
they did not look good at all in the first. What's his name? Allard did not look good.
Yep, I had Mississippi State. They played well and got the win.
That was a good,
I took Michigan plus the points at Oklahoma. That wasn't a good pick.
No,
that wasn't a good pick. So we got what's like 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 4. 1 and 4. Okay. All right. We had the over Cowboys. We talked about that. That was a loser. But then I was feeling pretty good because I had the Cowboys and Chargers Thursday night, Friday night. I'm like, all right, that was good. I even gave some analysis of why I think that them guys can do something, both underdogs. I'm like, oh man, this underdog thing is killing it. And then I did the Saints. They don't cover. They almost covered. They almost ain't good enough. I had the Patriots, the Raiders. Pete Carroll's, I think, just a good coach. He just all of a sudden the Raiders are going to the East Coast and winning a football game that never fucking happens.
No, well, I think the thing he's just the guy like he keeps it he just plays to what Geno Smith does well. The man's a professional quarterback. He's not the greatest, but there's things that he excels at, and that's what they feature. They threw the ball down the field. It's not that hard. He doesn't have the ego where. No, I'm a master play designer, and this is what we're going to run regardless of what's going on. This play they have to execute the play from my genius versus let's scheme this receiver to the throw that my man can make.
Yep.
It's fucking stupid.
Yep. Let's play D. Let's run the ball. Keep it cool. Keep it in there.
Right.
Let the dude give the dude a few plays that he's comfortable with that he can make plays with. And it's speaking of Geno, I meant to bring this up before. Man, what is up with New York quarterbacks? They can't. None of them can fucking ever play. But even Aaron Rodgers went on, got a win. Danny Dimes is going fucking crazy.
Danny Dimes
over there. Danny Dimes couldn't do shit in Giants for fucking 5 years. And now he goes. He breaks records. He breaks records.
Yeah, he's in the record book. Yeah. Sam Darnold made $1 bazillion.
Yeah, he's starting down. Seahawks lost this week, but hey. I had the Bengals. The Browns hung tough. I think the Bengals, same old. Man, you need some offensive linemen sometimes on your team. You know what I mean? You can have all the wide receivers and running backs and quarterbacks you want. You got to have some fucking linemen.
I don't get. I mean, they're going to blame the cap or whatever they're going to blame. But every year you say the same thing about a lot of these teams. Like you need some linemen, you need some defensive players. If you want to focus on your offense, okay, then fucking. Let's litter that offensive line with ballers, but not makeshift dudes.
Yep.
That's fine. Then let's just blow it out. You're going to score 35 a game and hopefully hold them to 28. At least there's some type of plan there.
And I had the Bills. The Bills, I'm showing -1.5, but you had them at +1 on your thing over there, I think. So that was, I guess, a winner, but a loser on this. I don't however we want to call that.
You got it. I told you what to put.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, but whatever. I'm on ESPN. I'll look out Caesars next time and see what they say. All right. ESPN. Anyway, I had the Bears. We talked about them and the Giants. Yeah. They're probably worse than we gave them credit for when we told them they're going to be over 5.5.
They did not look good. I mean, but they did some of the things that we thought the defensive line was pretty good. I don't know. I mean, I gave Dable a pass on this, but I don't know how you can't. Again, there's certain throws that Russell Wilson can still make. I don't know if they called any of those plays or what, but it's not like Washington has the killer defense. They got those couple D tackles, but they've had the same guys for 10 years. They played it twice a year for fucking ever. So you can't figure out how to block the two inside guys.
Yep. Bull.
Yeah, so, they suck. They better lose this week. I'll tell you that.
That was some shitty fucking picks by me. I'll give you that. All right. We do. We're gonna go. This week we'll give out a pick. We're gonna give kind of like we'll give some survivor advice,
Yes.
and then we'll give Marty Johnson is in a pool web where you pick the winner of every NFL game, and she's like, look, I just don't want to take the favorite in every game. So I think every week we'll throw out a few underdogs that have a chance maybe of winning a game that she can add to kind of throw something different on there other than just looking at the games and picking the favorite on every game.
Yeah, but she's got to win the game, right? Nothing to do with the spread.
Yeah, nothing to do with the spread. We're gonna have to look for
Gotcha.
dogs that have a chance to win.
Yep. Some live dogs.
Yep. So
all
righty. So let's get into you want to get into you got anything you want to talk about from last week, or that was pretty much covered it?
Cool, man.
Yeah. We got the crazy woman that fucking picked up the baseball at the fucking Marlins game, but the news cycle travels so fast, Webb, that was a long time ago.
Did you see the Russian billionaire or whatever, or the Polish billionaire who at the U.S. Open, the guy was handing a kid a hat he signed?
Oh, he stole the guy's hat.
The old man came down and running. He goes, "Listen, that's how the world is. You got to be strong to survive." Fucking dickhead.
It's also being a dick.
Yeah, right. You're also
how about being a human being?
Right.
How about that?
You need that hat.
How about that Phillies Karen? Phillies Karen. That was ridiculous. The Phillies
that was
Karen and a dude. Same week, almost within days of each other.
Yeah.
Minutes of each other.
Fucking terrible. That's one of the good things about whatever, Twitter or whatever. They fucking shout these assholes out, make them look stupid.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's start with college, Webb. We got a couple games tonight. It's Friday. What you got?
Friday night tonight. This is a good one. I like Houston tonight. Pretty good. Coach Prime, we love, but I don't know he was obviously highly dependent on his son, the quarterback, and the two-way guy. He did lose some other players as well that were, when we were transfers that were, more than serviceable college players. And I think that he kind of, I don't want to say they fell off a cliff, but he's kind of rebuilding now. So like Houston -5. Going into tomorrow, tomorrow I love Clemson -3. I'm going with Memphis -3.5. They have so much equity built with me. I got a couple I really like. Texas Tech, I love -23.5. And then South Carolina, I love -3. That line scares me. I don't know when Vanderbilt became some kind of live road dog in conference. But I think South Carolina, they pump out pros every year. Not that they're the best team, but I don't see the line scares me at -3. I thought it should be higher.
What scares me, Webb, is that we have several of the same picks.
Yeah, that is scary. Don't worry, I'll carry you. Don't worry.
All right, thanks. I got Houston -5 tonight, and tomorrow I also like Clemson. Same deal. Houston's good team at home. This will be the first time Colorado goes on the road. They haven't shown too much. And then Clemson, they're playing Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech always a solid team, but they're not laying 7-8 points. They're laying 3. And Clemson has not. Correct. Clemson has not played that well yet. I think that's why probably they even struggled with kind of that's kind of a letdown game again after the big loss to LSU. I give them a little more credit than I think they can handle a field goal win over Georgia Tech.
Well, here's the thing that game against LSU was big, but not that big. They got to take care of business in conference. This is an in-conference. If they lose this game, the season's over.
Right.
So I look at it like that. The ACC is nowhere strong enough for them to kind of run the table and still. I mean, I don't know how many teams are in the playoffs, 50, but so maybe they would make the playoff, but I don't know. It's just a huge game. If they lose this game, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
a very big deal.
Right. They're out of all the things they want to be in. They're out of it.
Right.
So all right, yeah, and then I went and took a bunch of points, Webb. I like Wisconsin +20.5. I'm not ready to
written down.
I'm not ready to grant Alabama anything yet until they prove it. I know they whooped up on some shitty team last week. That don't mean nothing to me. Wisconsin's 2-0. They're gonna come ready to fight. And look, they might get blown out. That might happen, but whatever. Purdue is at home also +20.5. I'm not ready to do anything with USC until they show me something. It's time you can show me something.
That's not a bad pick either.
All right. I also like, hey, this team, they played really well. I think it was Boise in their first game. And then that's the team that beat Florida last week. I don't think it's a fluke. I think Florida's a pretty good team. I think they had a letdown last week looking towards LSU. But I like South Florida. I'm going to take South Florida plus 17.5 against our boy down there in Miami. I think that is.
Yeah.
And what's our Carson Beck? Let him prove it when the USF is playing ball, bro. Their coach was all fired up after the game the other day. I like it.
There's nothing else that they should have done. Like they're checking off 2 weeks, 2 boxes, totally, absolutely checked. And 17, they lose a game by 14. Everyone,
Yep. Now this one might be surprising for you, Webb. LSU and Florida. Florida was supposed to be good this year. Napier is on the hot
quarterback.
Seat. No, that's the coach.
Yeah.
Is on the hot seat like a mofo. And I know I'm usually on LSU all the time, and I think they'll win this game, but I think the point spread is really skewed based on just that game last week. If this game happened last Friday, it would probably be a 3-point LSU favorite, or maybe even 2.5. So I'm taking the points, and I'm taking Florida to bounce back with the points. What's it? You got 7 there, 7.5, 6.5?
-7.
Yeah, 7. I got So I'm taking Florida and taking the touchdown. How about that? And then I love the game. I love the Gamecocks as well. We can talk about that one. But
right, well, hold on.
Round it up.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna just pick my jaw up. I cannot believe that you're taking Florida in this game. I don't know what that 7 points is not a lot. It's one score. I had LSU written down. I was waiting for you to jump all over it. Florida does not look good. I don't know what the hype is about the quarterback, Legway, I think. I mean, I had Florida. I had LSU written here -7 with a question mark, so I'm going to cross that off. But I don't know. I mean, it's curious. If Florida loses this game, blown out, then like you said, your boy is going to be.
He's going to be fired.
Yeah,
I think he'd be fired.
Yeah. But then the same is true on the other side. I mean, if Florida comes in here and wins this game, I mean,
it's same old Kelly.
Yeah,
we're
cool
good. We're good, but we end up stubbing our toe somewhere along the line, and it fucking sucks.
They'd much rather lose that game last week and win this one. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Good game, interesting game rather, but we'll see. All right, I'm across.
Love the game. Love the Gamecocks, like you said. Vanderbilt's good. They're better. But they're not. I mean, they're not ready to. Gamecocks are fucking legit SEC, always legit dudes. Right. You know what I mean? And I think at home, I think they're at home -3 points.
They are.
I'll do the same thing. And I did take Tulane. That's a bit of a homer pick, but we can -1.5 against you. I know you love picking against Duke, so I thought you'd have no problem with that.
Yeah, I don't like Duke at all. I bet it's him last time.
So that's my picks. I got Houston, Clemson, Wisconsin, Purdue, USF, Florida, Gamecocks, and Tulane. It's a lot of picks. You know what happens when I say I got a lot of picks? It means I don't have any good ones.
You don't have any. You got 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You want the correct lines, or you want your bullshit lines?
I wrote them down like yours. I got Houston -5. I got Clemson -3. I got Wisconsin plus 20.5.
21.
All right. I'll take 21. I'll do that.
South Florida 17.5.
Yeah. What about Purdue?
Oh, shit, I don't have that. Give me a second. The other one
I got 20.5 anyway. Florida +7, Gamecocks -3, Tulane -1.5. I got you at Houston -5, Clemson. And I'll pop these up after we do the NFL ones. Houston -5,
Purdue 20.5. Yeah.
All right. Memphis -3.5, Texas Tech -23.5, and South Carolina -3. Webb, NFL, give us some fucking winners.
Hold on. I got a couple more things here. I got a couple other games.
Oh, yeah, we got a couple big games we could talk about too.
I got A&M written down +6.5 with a question mark. I'm not betting this game by any stretch, just because we're going to get Notre Dame one way or the other. I've been on my soapbox that Stanford is the worst team in college football. I got BC here written down -13.5 with a question mark. I have Oklahoma here. They're in Temple. I think might be 2-0, but I think Oklahoma might be a little bit better. So -23. I got that written down with a question mark. Ole Miss -6.5 with a question mark. I forget who they're playing. And And then the other one here, if someone's looking at Illinois, that they I might have a thing going with them. They did me well last week. I may take them. They're laying some big -27, but I think it's from some shitty team. So I may add them. Let me add one of these.
What about, hey, let's talk about two. I mean, the biggest game in the week probably is Georgia at Tennessee. You got any thoughts
Western
on
Michigan. That? I'm rooting for Tennessee for the only reason is what happened when that asshole quarterback fucking left him and tried to strong arm him, and then this kid is in a basically no-win situation. The quarterback now, he thought he was at UCLA, then the kid they swapped basically just because the asshole who went to UCLA fucked him over and fucked the team over.
Now he's on an 0-2 team.
Yep,
that sucks, and it could have been on Tennessee like dominating.
Yep. So I'm rooting. I thought it was 5. I don't know if Georgia just yet.
Yeah, it's in Tennessee too, and they look pretty solid. They handle business so far. I like their coach.
That dude's a great coach.
I would like to take Tennessee plus a few points in this game just because.
+4.
I mean, I ain't doing it. But if I was gun to the head just for fun, I like Tennessee plus points.
Yeah. Give me Illinois -27. They're playing Western Michigan. I'm going to add another one.
Right.
Quick shout out to Perone. It's that big rivalry, Pittsburgh and West Virginia. Fucking West Virginia, man. +7.5. Porter probably interested in this too. I mean, Pittsburgh. I don't see Pittsburgh losing this. So sorry, Nick. If I had to, I'd take Pittsburgh -7.5.
Yep.
All right, what
happened to West Virginia, man? They've fallen off the map.
And isn't what's his name back? Rich Rod or whoever the coach was?
Oh, is that right? I don't know. I don't even
know.
The
dude. Who's the dude that we hate?
Yeah, well, Rich Rod came from Tulane. If that's the same dude that
I think it is. He was there. I think he was a coach when we were at 35 years ago at this point when we were there and they lost to Florida in the Sugar Bowl. With Jake the Snake Kelchner was the quarterback.
I remember that game quite well. That was we had a lot of going on back then.
Yeah. We lost that one, and we were there. It was terrible. It's all Jimmy Porter's fault, by the way. And West Virginia,
we fly to New Orleans saying, "Man, we're taking Florida. Florida's going to crush them." We hang out with Jimmy Porter and his West Virginia friends for a week and for 2 days, maybe 24 hours, and all of a sudden we're on West Virginia. West Virginia came out gangbusters early.
Yeah.
They scored early, so we're like, "Oh yeah," and then Florida just can. I think that was Danny Werfel. Was maybe it was right after Danny Werfel or something.
It was I know it's all I remember is we're sitting down by the end zone and Eric Rett just kept running in the end zone. Right. Like fuck this is just more
that was bad.
Let's go drink.
So all right.
Let me add one more thing. When I was doing some research earlier, I came across the best bets. I don't know who it is, some asshole on ESPN. Just real quick, I'll write them down. Let's see. First was interesting. His one of his best bets is he has 3 here. Georgia Tech +3.5 against our Clemson. The line is a little bit different, and he just went into all these bullshit stats about how their offense efficiency is no good. Clemson, I'm talking about. All right, so just first of all, fuck this dude. That's my first thing. His second pick, Oregon -27.5 in Northwestern. I feel like that's a pretty good pick. Northwestern is no good.
Yep.
And then this one made me feel kind of good too. He took New Mexico +15 against UCLA. I think it's in New Mexico. It's tonight, so that's something that maybe we'll see what happens.
Keep an eye on that one.
Yeah. And +15, like I said, UCLA doesn't look like they're anything, and I'm just rooting against them automatically because the kid was a douche.
But also, fuck these guys. Fuck these experts.
They're no different than us.
We got our own show. Fuck these guys.
Dude, I was 4-2, and 3-0.
Eddie the dog is listening. Fuck them.
Eddie, yeah, that's my man.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, that was a hell of a weekend, Chris. You're right.
That was.
In a lot of different ways. All right, let's get to the NFL because.
Yeah, we got to get back to Webb's piano practice.
Yeah, dude, it's all luck. I got the hat. I went back to the beach house.
Nice.
I got this. I got some gear on. It's just to illustrate that how much for sale we are. Yeah, as I said, we'll come out here looking like a NASCAR driver. I'll put a fucking.
And speaking of luck, I just throw this out there. Can some of you guys stop calling me or texting me about how good the bet is going until the fucking game is over. And I know, Scott Wheatley, you think I'm talking to you. It's not just you.
No, it's not.
Garjul is the fucking king of this shit.
My man Hunt, Hunt had to teach him a lesson too.
But I gotta admit, even at one point, Webb, on the Cowboy game, you texted me saying how everything's going our way. Everything's going our way.
Well, I meant that facetiously. I'm like, this is gonna.
Yeah.
This is
Gotcha.
This is not
because people do that to me all the time. It's like, listen, what you can do is call a game a loser ahead of time. That's perfectly okay. But do not tell me how good it's going, how it's going our way. We got this. None of that until it zeroes on the motherfucking clock.
No doubt.
Please. I get texts all the time. Man, this is good one. Man, I can't believe they scored twice already. Yeah, no shit. Don't fucking do that. Don't do it.
That's funny shit right there. Yeah. Well, don't even text. I don't get any texts, so
right.
You're a much nicer guy than I am.
All right. NFL, Webb. I had a tough time with the NFL. I found 75 college games to play and about none.
Yes, Dave, they are.
So what do you got?
This is an interesting week, and what I'm meaning by that, it's it's kind of I don't want to use every word or use easy, but there's a at first glance, there's for Survivor, you can see 2 or 3 games that kind of stick out. Last week that wasn't the case.
I like the Cards in Survivor.
I got them. Baltimore's low hanging fruit. Maybe the
true.
Who at the Buffalo Bills? Maybe the Cowboys. I'm not sure. I'm not picking that. And there was another one, I think, but off the top of my head, those are 3 that kind of stick right out. I mean, I don't see Baltimore losing that game, but I'm going to knock on some wood here. All right, so let's kick it off. My first pick, and it's a tough week. I took the Bengals, even though we just said how annoying it is, or they are. I don't know. It's a game at home. They should get this done. Let me see here. I got 3.5. Against Jacksonville. This is kind of a let's see game. This is more of a entertainment level wager here. Gotcha. I will buy the half, so I will be laying 3. So that's my first one. Second one here, we talked about, and this one's a good one maybe for Marty Johnson. I like the Patriots down in Miami. Miami is just fucking, I don't even know what's going on down there. They get rid of every player, I think, that they had that was defense, certainly on defense and certainly in the secondary. New England is no, juggernaut going, winning a conference game on the road is no easy spot for them. But I think Drake May is going to play better than he did. And with that secondary being shit, I think he'll be okay. And I like Vrabel. Going down your way, I don't see the Saints or the Niners scoring too many points, so I'm going under 40.5.
Well, that's a low under too.
It is. So. It is. I don't know who's playing for. I don't see all. I mean, I think they'll play. San Francisco play decent D, and I don't know how they're gonna. I mean, what's his name's a good coach, but I don't know how he's a scheme up much. There's not many players on offense. And then this is the bullshit, same bullshit. There's no games. I don't know why it's always 1:00 loaded. I mean, I don't know why there can't be a balance. Some reason, I'm sure there's some analytics that say why there's not, but I think there's only 3 4:00 games.
Yep. Broncos and Colts, Panthers and Cards, and the Eagles and Chiefs.
So I had just going in fairness to the listeners, all 10 of you guys. I did pick a 4:00 game. I'm going to go with the Broncos. I think they're going to play better than they did. I think Sean Payton is a much better coach than, I forget the guy's name, Stenson or something. It's only -1. Let's see what Danny Dimes. He's going to have to prove it to me more. Even this week, even if he does it again, it's not going to be enough. So I went with them. And then the 8:00 game, Vikings. I know the kid, this is the second thing. This is more just, I'm not sure what Atlanta's doing. Last week, they gave the ball to Robinson, who I think is a good player, and then they didn't really score anything since then. I'm not sure the direction of this team. It's been a long time since I thought they knew what they were doing. So I'm taking Minnesota minus the 3.5. I will buy that to 3. And then Monday night stuff, too. There's 2 games, which is cool. Tampa Bay at Houston. I don't know what Houston is. Tampa Bay is always solid, but even if they lose this game, I don't think it's a really bad loss. So that's my
not in that division. They can be
Right.
50-50 and be in the top. I do like the Texans Monday night.
Long-winded way of saying I don't know what to pick there. So I wouldn't even go over. So I'm going to skip it. But I do like the Raiders Monday night, late night, plus 3.5. I could buy it to 4. Again, I'm no Harbaugh fan. They got it. They did win whatever they played in fucking Brazil. You know, they did beat the Chiefs, but I don't give it much. Playing overseas like that is a difficult thing. Raiders at home, plus some points. Big fan of Pete Carroll, and I think listen, they can get smoked, but I do like the Raiders plus the points.
All right, so there we got Webb's picks for the week. They're up on the board right now. In college, you got Houston -5, Clemson -3, Memphis -3.5, Texas Tech -23.5, South Carolina -3, and Illinois -27.
Yes.
And then you like the Bengals, the Patriots, under, and the Saints. Ooh, that is a low under. You got to really be under in the NFL to get that. Broncos, Vikings, and the Raiders.
All right. Well, let me make 3 things clear.
Okay.
I'm buying those halves to 3.
All right. Little extra juice, and you get them to 3.
Yes. So those are laying 3 and
right.
plus 3. Well, actually, no. Hold on. 2 of them, Bengals -3, Vikings -3, Raiders +4.
Oh, +4 on the Raiders. All right.
So that's where
I like
where I'm at.
All right. Now I'm gonna go with the fear of being Notre Dame, which is what the Cowboys do. The modern day Cowboys do to me often.
Yes.
Not the old '90s, not the Jimmy Johnson Cowboys. Those dudes used to run shit up on people. But I like the Cowboys. Webb minus, I think 5.5 is what I got here.
Sorry.
Over the Giants. I think
Yes.
that's more of an indictment on the Giants than it is the Cowboys. How bad I think the Giants might be, even though we took them to win 6 games this year.
I looked real hard. I won't bet on the Cowboys certainly at this point. They should win this game pretty easily based on what we saw last week from both teams. I think Malik Neighbors is hurt. If he doesn't play, they're not winning the game by any stretch. But Deron Bland, Cowboys cornerback, a lot of people are high on him. Just signed a big deal. He's out too. So Cowboys secondary is questionable. So that gave me a little bit of pause. Just so you have my Cowboys insider info.
All right, thank you. And then look, speaking of insider info, if everybody's out there, we can have regions. I know my boy Brandon Kaiser listens. He's a big Tennessee Vol man. Scott Wheatley, he used to be the Oklahoma State guy, and then he was like Arkansas guy, and now he's down in Florida. So he's our roaming reporter.
Yes.
Inside info on these
Southwest,
these
Southeast
regions, anything. You can be our guy. We'll come have you on. You'd be like, hey man, let me tell you about the Vols this week or whatever. Let's do it. And then man, I took the Cardinals, and that's mostly an issue with the Panthers. I took the Cardinals minus the 6.5 and go ahead and win that game.
-7.
All right, -7.
Now, that's a good pick. Very strong pick. I did not pick them. I typically don't like to take a team in Survivor and bet on them because that's a double. It's a fucking double Maloik. But I think that's a good pick.
Yep. This is kind of a weird one. This is a hell of a matchup here for early in the season, the rematch of the Super Bowl. I'm an Eagles fan. I think the Eagles are better than the Chiefs. I think they're going to be better than the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are a little bit on the down. But that, for all those reasons, I'm taking the Chiefs plus 1.5 at home. They're coming off a loss. People are very high on the Eagles. They're still the Chiefs. They're still Andy Reid. It's still at home. In this era, if you give me the Chiefs at home plus anything, plus a crack, plus an ass crack, I'm going to take them and take my chance. Take my lumps.
I couldn't agree more. I'm going to give you a little bit of pushback that the Eagles are better. They beat them in the Super Bowl, so I really can't stand anything. But for things to happen to win a Super Bowl, a lot of things need to break correctly. I don't see them all breaking the same this way for the Eagles. Having said that, very good game early in the season. I do like the Chiefs. I feel like that's a good pick too.
Thanks. And then I also took the Seahawks +3. You got 3 there? +3?
Yes, but just so you know, I got the Chiefs +1.
All right.
Seattle's been Pittsburgh +3.
All right. So I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm waiting to see the Aaron. I know it was a kind of a crazy one-off game. I don't think the Steelers are going to be scoring 30 points. I don't think they're going to be giving up 30 points every week. It was one of those crazy NFL games. I don't know. I'm ready. I think the Seahawks are better than what they showed last week, even though they go on the road to the East Coast. I don't usually like that, but I think they're a more sound team at this point. I fuck Aaron Rodgers, and just that's really why.
I couldn't agree more. Fuck Aaron Rodgers, but dude, Pittsburgh's not on the fucking East Coast, man. Come on,
it's close enough.
No,
Seattle,
not even a little
Seattle. From Seattle, it's a noon kickoff, noon Central.
Oh, okay, well,
that's what it's about. Time difference.
Okay.
Time difference.
Okay.
Fucking, they're basically playing it. Fucking
it's in the Eastern time zone on the fucking coast.
Yeah, but Seattle, it's the Eastern time zone. That's what the fuck. Not what the issue is. The fucking Seattle's playing at fucking 8:00 in the morning their time. That's what I'm saying. 10 o'clock.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying. It's whatever it is, whatever time it is. I don't know what the time zone.
10 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, 10 a.m. That's why it's so hard for the teams to go to the East Coast and Pennsylvania and Western Pennsylvania.
Right. And the Midwest.
Yeah. Any place that plays a 1 p.m. Eastern start.
Right. That's the East Coast.
All right. Yes. You remember you used to go to the beach in Pittsburgh?
Yes.
It was nice, bro.
I remember one time I bought some fish in Pittsburgh. I was like, shit, this is fucking stupid.
Great seafood in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Great
Why am I eating clams?
Fresh. The freshest. All right. Seahawks. I do actually like the Chargers. Monday night, I have them at -3.5. And I do like the Texans. I like the Texans quite a bit. Listen, the Mayfield Tampa Bay Bucks are a good, solid team for the NFC South. They're the most solid NFC South team we got. But guess what? They're not that good. They're just good enough to beat, whatever. Yes, Scott, Cleveland is in the East Coast because they play at fucking 1:00. That's why.
Yeah. Detroit, too.
Yes. Even New Orleans, really, is the East Coast. They
Yeah.
play noon. It's noon. Only it's noon here. I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, so that's my picks for this week. Not that many in NFL. Don't love shit.
NFL's tough. It's tough.
I got Houston, Clemson, Wisconsin, Purdue, South Florida, Gamecocks, Tulane. And then I got the Cowboys, the Seahawks, the Cardinals, the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Texans. That's that.
Yep. I got some stuff written down for Marty Johnson here, Smith. I don't know if you got it. Seattle, I think, is alive. Again, you shouldn't need to take all these. Seattle is technically an underdog. KC is an underdog. KC is home. Patriots are an underdog. I actually believe the Saints can win this game this week. They're a home dog. And then I do like the Raiders. You think the other way, but if the Raiders, another home dog, that could be live in my mind. Sure. So hope that helps, Marty.
There you go, Marty. And like I said, I took the Seahawks plus the points. And so that I obviously think they might have a chance.
Took KC.
I took KC plus points. I think they have a chance. So that's a couple there. Webb had a couple. So a couple you can use. And we'll kind of keep that in mind.
Got a shot?
Yeah, no doubt. Especially with the injury, with the injuries and all that. So we'll kind of keep that in mind moving forward on our shows and try and give you a couple each week that maybe you can. I wouldn't go down and pick all 5 underdogs that we say to win outright, but take one or two of those and go for there real quick. We haven't mentioned it yet, but
Survivor picks quickly. Cardinals, Cowboys. I've heard people mention Buffalo, and then I think if you want to make sure, I think Baltimore.
The Ravens.
It's pretty safe. Yeah. So that's 4 you can kind of pick from. I think I said 4. Yeah, I'm going to play this. I don't play taps or whatever, or not taps.
Once again, thank you all for. Why is this not coming up? Oh, that's the logo. Hold on a second. Once again, thank you, Wilbur Investigations, very much. Thank you, MN3 Technologies, and thank you,
you.
Turtle Bay, as always.
There you go.
Always Turtle
Love
Bay.
the logo.
And then, yes, please, you can go to our website. Don't forget, look, Webb's got his hat on there. Get this out of the way. His sweatshirt. I got my little bucket jam right here. And you can buy all the stuff at thewagermakers.com. That's it.
Is that where it is? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. At thewagermakers.com. Yes, thewagermakers.com. It's all right on there. It's all right on there.
That's
and you
it.
just, I think there's some moving things there to say, if you hit this, you go to our like store, and then you can see a lot of stuff. We have coffee mugs. We got I should drink out of a coffee mug and stuff.
Yep.
But anyway, any little bit helps us out. If you think of a way to support, let us know. Like I said, we can have a regions, different people come on, tell us a little bit about their team each time. That'd be a good idea. That's probably a good idea. If you think your team is legit, let us know. You want to come on and say a few words? I'm not going to give you fucking 10 minutes of time, but you get a little something. You know, I can fit 10 people up on the screen.
If you got something you're passionate about, you want to go on a little rant, a little rave, that's cool too.
Yep. You can even video yourself in the middle of the thing and send it to me. And if it's worthy, we'll pop it on here.
You got to pass through the Smith filter.
Yeah. The intern's got to look through it first.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Those are picks. Those are the show. We'll try and do another one next week. Webb, take us out.
Brick by brick, baby. Thanks everybody for listening. We're heating up here, so tread lightly, but we're positive. It's a positive trend. Big again. Happy birthday to Eddie. Hopefully we'll see him around Christmas time. Shout out to Rocco and Frankie. You both better be in school right now. And that's it. Brick by brick. Thanks again, everybody.
Right. Thank you, John Grove, for the bumper music, as always. All right. Thank y'all. All right, Webb.
All right, brother.